Welcome to today's lesson on place value through the billions place. Today we're going to be exploring how to find the place value of a number up to the billions place. Are you ready? Let's go. Do you remember what place value means? Place value tells you how much a number is worth. Now we're going to be using this chart that you see today on the screen to help us organize our numbers, because once we start writing up to the billions place, the numbers get pretty large. So let's start with the ones place. I'm going to put a 2 in the ones place. Now this place value means that I have two ones, so this number has a value of 2. But if I move over one place value to the left and I put a 2 in the tens place, this number no longer just means two ones, it now means two tens. So 2 times 10 is 20. So when I went one place value to the left, my number had a value that was 10 times larger. What if we put a 2 in the hundreds place? Well, that means that this has a value of 2 hundreds. So I'm going to write 200 here. And you can see that now, moving from the tens to the hundreds place, our 2 has a value that's 10 times greater than it did before. So this is a trend that you're going to notice. Every time you move one place value to the left, your number is going to get 10 times greater. So we have our ones place, tens place, hundreds place, and then we're going to have a comma as our placeholder. Every 3 digits, you're going to write a comma, and that's to let you know if you're moving to the next group of numbers. So this group right here is the thousands. So we have 1, 2, 3, comma, and now we're into the millions. 1, 2, 3, comma, and then we move into the billions. All right, let's continue on with place value. Let's say I put a 3 in the thousands place. That number represents 3 thousands. If we move on to the 10,000s place, this represents 40,000. And then let's put a 5 in the 100,000s place. This number now represents 500,000. So if we were to say this number, we would say 543,222. But we're not done yet. We still have a few more place values to go. After we go through the thousands, we move into the millions place. So if we have a 6 in the millions place, that means we have 6 millions. Now we're going to start to have a lot of zeros, so I'm going to have to move this down here. We have 6 million. A 7 in the 10 millions place means 7 times 10 million. That's going to give us 70 million. Ooh, these are a lot of zeros here. And let's put an 8 in the 100 millions place for 800 million. So if we're to say this number, we have 876,543,222. And notice, every time I stopped at a comma, I said the place value that it meant. So I said millions and then I said thousands. But we still have the billions place to go. Let's put a 9 in the billions place, and that 9 is going to represent 9 billions. All right, great job. We would say this number as 9,876,543,222. Wonderful job so far. You've learned about place value, you've identified place values to the billions place, and you've even learned how to compare numbers that are in the billions. Now, are you ready for a test? Let's see how you can do if I ask you to identify the place value of a number. All right, we have this number above, and I'm not going to read it out to you. I want you to try to tell me what each place value represents. Are you ready? I'm going to point to the place value, and I want you to say it aloud. Great job! That 2 represents 200 million. Ready for your next one? That's right. The 9 represents 9,000. Good work. 200. Ooh, I almost tricked you on that one. 1 million. Great job. 50 million. 400,000. 80,000. 0 in the tens place. 1. Great work. 2 billion. Great job today. Let's review what you've learned in today's lesson. Let's start by reviewing what each place value represents. We have the ones place, the tens place, the hundreds place, and then we have a comma to represent we're moving into the thousands place, the 10,000s place, and the 100,000s place. And now we have a comma to represent we're moving into the millions, the 10 millions, the 100 millions, and now we have a comma to represent we're moving into the billions. And we can go on to our 10 billions and 100 billions place. So if we were to put a number into this chart here, we would say this number as 2,341. If I were to write another number in this chart and ask you to identify which place value is the billions place, you would identify this place value as the 3.